other of my fellow Nigerians. I greet you in the name of the Most High God, Orile Akpama Okodu, Osanowodoa Sanoboa. Baba, we need to appreciate God first before we continue whatever we want to do this morning. Because it's a tradition to actually thank God for just so many reasons, but most importantly, that one be say He give us opportunity to see this day. Because life is the foundation of everything, every thought, anything we need to do or reason or the case may be. Life might be the foundation. About God, take our prayer, I be judge of our righteousness, not by iniquity. About meet us for any point, every point of our need. Protect us, grant us all our protection upon our lives and lives of our family. And the entire family, those that know us by name, those we know by name. About our friends and well-wishers, our loved ones. About protect them, grant them all our protection. Give us unspeakable blessing. Bless every one of us. Because if God, you bless every one of us and we are well to do, we'll not go envy each other. Every spirit of heaviness, Baba, every spirit of jealousy, kill them from us and from those around us. We better pass us. Baba, give us the ability to rejoice with those you bless so that our own will quickly reach our hands. Baba, you get so many things when they bother your children for mind. You know them past the way we know. We feel they bother some for some. But that one not feel the primary one. If you bring the one better pass way important part that one. But about every point of the things you know way good for us as our Father who they see the unseen, Baba, deal with us with those areas. Judge of our righteousness by name. You know, say we're not perfect, we'll be sinner. You know our shortcomings, you know our limitation. They know what describe us to you. You know all those. Judge us by our righteousness by iniquity. They talk every time. You know the reason why they repeat some words over time. Each end of the day, send your angel ahead of us, not let her depart away from us. Not let the people in the pursue say, oh, pursue now catch him. For God will provide them protection, don't leave her. Baba, not leave us at all. We're not the worthy where you will live. Baba, who lost? Because now king picking now they touch your forehead. You say, let us make man our likeness and image. That shows that we'll be your children. And you gave us some of your quality. Because of his perfection, we will not feel dwell on those areas of perfection, of those qualities, Baba. About they beg you, if man food this body, no go reach at all. There's nothing we will give you just to do your will, which us, those laws will give us, not to your benefit, even to our benefit, we will fulfill. Baba, give us these days our daily bread. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That on the Lord's prayer will hand over to us, Baba. And we they try to observe them. But give us the spirit to observe those things of yours will give us those commands. Give us wisdom, knowledge, understanding to carry out these challenges with this world around us, Baba. We don't know anything. We just like float away, not know anything they happen. Baba, give us direction. Bless us abundantly. In earth, Baba, give us enough and give us wisdom to take off our life. Baba, let the spirit of rough life, negative life, we will tell on our earth later, Baba, take her away from us. Because I know, earth is wet. Ancient of day, give us the ability to touch truth at all times. When it's important, let us not compromise. Not give us the spirit of compromise, Baba. Give us the spirit of trust. Trust, honesty. There is a virtue where people don't know, saying one important tool to hold. But not let us fall by the wayside at all. We ask for so many things with the pain of both one we know, both one we don't know. Baba, I join this prayer for us. I join her for us. All this and so many things we not feel ask because say we're not perfect, we're not perfect. Baba, all this will ask Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Oba talk by it, he said. Well, my people, I greet you again. For those of you now who do with me this morning, I appreciate you so much. Those that will join later, I will appreciate you so much. Every one of you, both the one that is here, not here, I have appreciate all of you so much. My profound respect to every one of you. We want to talk more today. Before we start, the rainy season don't really start. Not be small. Benin not girls, our secret door exposed again. Yesterday I supposed to do Temboga, But the rain hold up, not let me meet up to the journey. The whole place was choked. So it's not a checkable distance, not where if you carry all those courier dispatch rider beg and make carry go. Everything was at standstill. So I'm not figuring out live report. But by the special grace of God, I will try, see what I can do today. Edo is, once the rain drop, the people of Edo State suffer untold hardship. Those hardship are then they responsible. Because why? I never see docile people like our people. Our people are so docile. Sorry to use that, But if you see say I no go say sorry. Because I know people who you want to say get up, you're not willing to get up. You go say you go kneel down and pray. And you don't see who pray pass exam. You don't pray, food will come to the table. Anything good, not they come easily. You must fight and demand for that. It can be so because the heart of man, the wicked heart of man, don't make him be like that. But it was not created by the Most High God. But our wicked mind, it can't make him be like that. And at times, I will sit down and ask myself, the sense we God give man, where they go, especially where rich money matter, where the sense they pass. Because I can't find out with research where I do. Our people can sell out for anything that has to good money, even though that thing will kill the pikin for future. Go say, I'm seeing you go dey undermine the danger. You know, your low person knows if you buy car, if you build one house, that house tomorrow, where picking one and it, you can't erosion, you can't cave it to God erosion. And they beg us, we should be able to project ahead of us. And they always give example. I learn, I beg, I need more feedback. Like I said, I'm a person who wears the heart to talk. I'm that person. I'm not a dull person, but people who have various gifts. I'm not somebody they have spoken. But with the little love you people have shown me, even under my forget my own mistake, is which not the deliberate. You understand? But as I dey practice there are some certain things where I think say I no fit do. As I dey and I feel they do, I don't see say me say no, say small improvement don dey. That's we must also know that as every beginning, e no dey always be the way you take start at the end. Now when you not believe in yourself, now you dey cave in. Conviction na very strong spirit. I can't. Pin it down, practice it. No matter the frustration, keep on pushing. You must always get results, especially in a positive way. Frustration goes along with positivity. Any smooth road is dangerous. You must learn how to crawl. You crawl. You start learning how to walk. It's a step. That stages of life we all pass through are the real challenges that is ahead of us when we become adults. To succeed, your need. Life is not a bed of roses, as you think, because rose flower are very tempting and fine flower. If you rush and wait a fine, wetin go happen to you? Chuku go chook your hand. You know, say rose flower get chuku. So UB40, one of their song, a group people they be. He said, "Only fools, now they rush me." That's what wise men said. Wise men says, only fool that rushing. When people are running, stop and watch where the real danger is coming from. Most of us will run towards the danger. You must not always be with the crowd. Just be different. Time will pay off later. Just be different. Area where this in a lie. Don't cave in. Just be unique. Try to believe, have the spirit of conviction. Fight for liberty, fight for freedom. Struggle is a part of life. Just like every woman wants to be a mother, they want to be mama. And make love the sweet, no, but there's consequences of all. The consequences now. When she carry belle, she will draw food for 9 months with struggling. Then the day she want put to bed is between life and death. all kind of cost for the man. He not go do again. Blah blah blah. At times some not say how many be the first one? This is the first one. You go say no. You say so na the top. No, she would at the end she will see the light under the tunnel. She will have the successful delivery. Not like the women say, you shall give birth like the Hebrew women. Don't take prayer for treatment. Do your prayer. Do what needs to be done. Prayer is good, yes, for spiritual guidance, for boldness. God, give me boldness. Don't let me fall by the wayside. Meditate, you understand. Build boldness. But the work must be done not by spirit, but by you. By you. Example of that, as a farmer, you acquire the land. You raise money to pay for the land. You get people who want to help you clear land. They help you weed the land. They help you do everything to cut wood or everything to clear the land. You can't be normal bare land, veggie land, can't clear. Do all the burning at the end of the day, can't cut all those ones we turn to firewood off. It becomes a bare land. What do? You plant. Once you plant, now you know how to take the grow. Now God tell you know how to take the grow. But as God they do it all, they make am dey grow. Which one be your work? Go dey weed grasses comot, may not take over so that if it grow. That is a job. It's applied to life. That is the true story of life. The true story of success. Now be that. There is no shortcut. All those shortcuts, I bet you people, you know they receive me or they receive me. Honestly. If you manage even skate through, but the one we want over and to no dey skate through. So you should be conscious and fight for what is right and be bold with the truth at all times, even at the circumstances of death, even as a minority of one. Stand by the truth. The truth alone shall save you. Not the ways of man. Apostle Paul said, I'd rather listen to the voice of God than the voice of man. Even though it's the voice of man, the voice of God, when it becomes the positive side of it. Gbewa is never the voice of man. That's the truth of the matter. Which every time let's encourage our people and start demanding. Instead of taking your picture, bend yansh, they smile, they do with all good pen face. No. Those are just temporary. Every one of us are going to feel made the real situation ahead of us. Old mama might not be like Matthew that takes some breast before now. That is it. Our mama has our age, it not be like our breast, not be like the one who suck. With pride. We suck our mama breast with pride. That is the reality of life. I think earlier I will face that reality. It's better for me and you. Of a truth. We can't connect to Christian John, Lady P, Joshua, and then I hail you now. I hail you people. You at every time, you don't feel the solve problem the same old way and can't expect different results. Or the problem might not start from the root, they take them from the surface. And that one then, when these people say, now exercise in futility, now wasted effort. I will play. Let's encourage our people. Now they get diaspora, God bless you now. God bless you now. Now they try. The truth is that, let me say 60% of the bulk of the responsibility here on our neck. But when you educate your people, even when you are assisting them, it will save you a lot of problems. We can all be saying no to a particular thing at every quarter. With your answer, you can do that. With your answer, you can do that. Any social gathering where if you send message, you see bad project for your area. Just carry the signboard, go snap the signboard, snap all those bad things. Write small thing in the area. Say this job is substandard. They call on the relevant. You just share that, people share that. Now awareness, and we have achieved so many things. I can tell you what NIGERIA have achieved in so many things, because if government tie 30 road, did not do anything. If tie 200 road, did not do anything. Honestly, with no money that comes to the state. The taxes the people are paying, it go use pure tax sellers. No be small. Just to forget the tax, those one they take settle them, that one just they enter their pocket. A lot of things we need to talk. Thank you, my people. We must save Edo. We must live by example. They say Edo not the carry last. We must practice am, not just by great talk. Today on 19th of May 2022, kidnappers that time wey kidnap those Greenfield students. Una remember kidnappers wey kidnap Greenfield students one time. The long hand of the law don gbab them. They catch them yesterday with some police officers and other people all together wey dey arrest the many. They come get 61 firearms, 376 ammunitions, and 22 cartridges and 2 million naira cash. The one they usually collect ransom. That was the 2 million naira. They catch them. Kidnappers of Greenfield students, policemen, and others were arrested for that thing. Well, what does this story tell you? If you like good, na for yourself. If you like bad, na for yourself. You can only run, you cannot hide. The Greenfield kidnapping, since about 2 years ago or so. But just yesterday, the long hand of the law catch them. We should always be careful on the kind of decision we make. If you are serving your master, serve am with all diligence. It's very important because one day you become a master. Don't expect anything different from what you have done for your master. If you have done your master wrong, brace yourself for the worst. That's the truth. If you have done your master good, brace yourself for the best. It's always triple. And the truth be that. Don't ever, it's very important at this moment. Don't betray the trust. Don't rock the credo. It's very important. Don't ever rock the credo. Build relationship to the very last moment. To the very last moment to save you a lot tomorrow. That is why Oga get Oga. If they hear that they talk, when Oga don't be Oga, there are times he has challenges. He will run to the other boss. Say, boss, this matter say I be. The time when you encounter this kind of thing, what was your experience? That is the reason why you must keep a relationship. It's very important. And very also important to do people with clean hands. It's very important. Don't betray trust. Utain hole is very important. Utain hole. If you can't join, if you can't beat them, don't join them. Go again, go and plan a strike. If you cannot beat them, you join them. You don't even get reason why you start the fight. You be like man, we engage on journey, you don't even know the reason why you engage on the journey. So for every beginning, there must be an end. All of us must also die one day. At a point, the desires will be abducted. At a point, I will say we'll go back to our childhood life. It's life. For every beginning, there must be an end. So we must be careful whatever decision we make. Where federal government does select one Mohammed Father as the new DG of NYSC, now go be new man wey dey in charge for NYSC matter for Nigeria. He rank for me now. Excuse. My place is always called in the morning. Brigadier General Mohammed Father. Well, the other one we say 3 men, they don't dog them for court for Lagos, for Isolo area. They dog them because they accuse them of stealing 48 million naira, stealing goods wey worth 48.5 million worth of goods. The name of the 3 suspects wey they don stand for court for Lagos High Court na be Okoye Abushi 20 years, Kalu Friday 42, Kalu Gosway 24 years old. All of them, they don charge them go court and they dey for custody as I dey talk to you so. This one happen for Abimbola Way for Isolo, Lagos. Na it happen. Federal Court, you know say one time, Federal Court for Abuja don underplay on Kanu Nnamdi Kanu trial. You know, say at the time federal high court come one rule say terrorism cases they no go dey do am open cases. Journalists no go be allowed. They go select some few lawyers. Nobody go dey the premises apart from the judge, the security personnel, the few lawyers, and the suspect. So people come cry say that one be say that man no go get fair trial. So the struggle don dey since. But as yesterday, the court come remove those things. So yesterday proceeding, even people wey dey sell pure water, food, groundnut, all of them really dey waka everywhere. So the restriction dey don already remove am as that matter come draw international attention. That is why when a citizen condemn something, government no get option. Na the level of condemnation na go remember, na go determine say I no lis ten to them. E get how e wan be, whether I like it or not. Nigeria is sitting on the keg of gunpowder. So everybody dey careful now. No say big man no dey fear die well well. But we no know why poor man dey fear die too. Because nothing dey comfortable for am. Nothing dey comfortable for am. So that is for that. When I take the next one, my people, I think I dey enjoy this morning too. I don dey learn how to dey calm the thoughts small small. Because my stamina action, I just wan rush am, go come go work. Well, this one happen for Ebonyi State for one local they call Kunwe, local government for Ebonyi State, where government enter the local government chairman house. They bust and kill his brother, kill two of his nephew and security guard wey dey there. This na Ebonyi State, now this one happen. And the way we kill ourselves is not really advisable. We are not at war. We not dey war. Why would they kill ourselves? Which will add the spirit of humanity. Because actually life is irreplaceable. It be like coconut. Once you cut coconut head, you not get one do one. Who carry the best fertilizer? You not get other branches, just one. Which will have value for life. Because who will they kill? We love our lives. So. But for me, I will tell you, Lady P, Osas, Jimon, Joshua, and all, I thank you very much. You are the key. If people say you value your life, but me, I tell you not value your life. The day you start killing, now that day you start to die. At everything you do that is not good to people, now that day you pass your judgment. And gradually, you are going gradually. And so, we also strike matter. The NAS don't make shocking demands from Atiku, Tinubu, and others where they vie for position, for presidential position. You can't say they go do something. May they ensure say they end this strike matter. Can say in order the truth be say, may Atiku, Tinubu, and others, may they raise money to meet up ASU demand so that students will go to school. The students I talk this one through when the day road they protest, and after that one they can't gather, can't issue statement by the Ogun chairman of the campus committee, because the various campuses come together to protest against ASU strike. So the guy with the letter will be charged, will be Comrade Demola Simon. Now he's on challenge the presidential candidate. If they really love Nigeria and love Nigerian students, they thought they love this country and want serve. When they raise money, because the ASU issue will not be anything to them. So use and challenge them. We are here to hear from those people with the challenge. So Atiku, Tinubu, and others. Well, yesterday, now show for Delta State, where IPOB, what they call it, so no government attack Delta State. Because they talk say they must enter Delta State. And yesterday, they enter part of Delta State, bomb vehicles, destroy vehicle, do so many shit, block roads. And yesterday, and the one it done the day, and the commissioner of police for Delta State, they run a man. So so Delta should go about their normal duty, not to go happen, instead of putting your intelligence in place. But yesterday, they gave Delta State the first shocker. When just like the local government, one of the local government chairman attacked the Plateau State governor, say when this thing won't happen, he sent to the governor, say, see what you want blow for my local government to activate the security personnel. See the governor paid their fears. He don't go Abuja, go collect security vote. At the end of the day, hundreds of people was killed one day. Just about less than a month here. Kill them, and the governor come dey cry to Abuja. Now the local government come out, now he attack am. Say you no allowed to now because your children not there, relatives not there. So that is why the poor people, the people must rise up according to ask those bastards, those elected hoodlums, some certain questions. We need to, the only way we can succeed is to interrogate the system. Honestly, we can't continue to live like this unless some of us, if we don't start to change the narrative, our children will come to our final resting place. They will place curse on us. If you don't want that to happen to you, let's start working to ensure to salvage our children. Remember saying a good thing they born bad thing now. Bad thing won't start to the born. Imagine how it won't be. But for me, my offspring, when they see the little thing we I don't do, the paperwork and all, the little thing impact I don't make as an activist, the little impact I don't make, they not go ever cost my final resting place. They will be proud to say this man, our grandfather, our father. We must at every time, we must do what our offspring will be proud of and go to the archives and say some certain things. That is why I like this modern life today. If you like, run your mouth anyhow, be sacrifice, they do be irate, they praise evil. All will speak for us. History, now go judge every one of us. Well, that one, one mathematics teacher for Ghana, they don't jail him 15 years because he go you first, go sleep with one 18-year student for their staff room. So because of maybe 3 minutes enjoyment now, the man go cool for good 15 years, go waste his life. Any man with self-control is not supposed to be human being. Anybody that has self-control. Self-control is very important. Try to control your emotion. Don't let your emotion control you. You have to practice it. That's what the Osun State election, no say Osun State one run election. They did cut, they fight for who be the party flag bearer since. So the team don't talk to issue between all the parties for PDP, internal problem that day. But yesterday, Kokon reaffirmed Ademola Adeleke will be Davido uncle as the PDP candidate. That's for Osun State because they'll do governorship very soon. Russia don't retaliate by when they expel 85 foreign diplomats. Russia expelled them yesterday to show say he not be Omomo. For he expelled 34 France diplomats, 27 Spain diplomats, and 24 Italian diplomats yesterday. Finance minister does suspend Accountant General over corruption charges because EFCC excused a few days ago. Now Accountant General Ahmed Idris does suspend him. The Minister of Finance does suspend him indefinitely. Now he will knock. Don't worry, foul nyans go blow. When hair blow, foul nyans go open. Well, Buhari go determine the fate of Malami, Ngige, and others. Now, Minister of Information, now give us that clue. Lai Mohammed, now talk that one, say President Buhari go determine their fate, whether they will retire or not, because they don't get interest to run for the highest position for this country, what they call presidency. So it be. So we'll go to the news this thing properly. Sorry for that little distraction. We'll start with Punch. Governorship primary, tough battle in Oyo, Sokoto, Rivers. APC has 4,045 delegates elect candidates. Okay. Co-setting, Where's one from The Guardian? Presidential primary. PDP loses Eagle Square to APC. Because PDP people want to use Eagle Square, but they don't PDP, the APC don't take am. For who they'll take do their primary. The Nation, lockdown in Southeast states over Kano. Where Daily Post say EFCC do arrest SNDDC MD Isiama Kerry. They just excuse am yesterday. All the things they do hide small, although they come out small. Vanguard say chief presidential governorship National Assembly primary. Now then the advocate say made a chieftain. Where the other one Premier Time, he say Buhari to decide fate of ministers who shave political ambition like Mohammed. Tribune say federal government postpone May FAAC meeting. These days say returning minister Buhari to determine Silva Ngege. Tell him fate, says Mohammed, like Mohammed, Minister of Information. Channels, EFCC arrests SNDC boss, MD, Managing Director, query over alleged 447 billion naira fraud. Those ones are now strong, they all use strong kill them. Nigeria must begin to advocate at this point. Our laws against corruption is weak. It's for the rich, not for the poor. So at this point, we must advocate for a stiffer penalty that a barrel robber must face death penalty. That is what will change Nigeria in less than 1 year. All of us will be suspect. You give me and not take, I give you, no go take. You don't know one side body up. Because native doctor not go play, make give that oko. That small thing, give it down to fellow native doctor Ola. That lie. So it be. So more we all go through some of the subtitle. My highly respected family this morning. Arresting Deborah killer is the easiest part. Where 6 years old child, now they talk, I mama boyfriend they defied her. Where Northern Elders Forum secession of comments threatening Nigeria's security. Now, on Wednesday, I talk that one. When election come, we have always been divided. Where person they sell hard drugs, industry, he get friends, he don't get friend truth, he cut him, he can go dump a cup somewhere. Kano explosion, Buhari does send condolence message to the victims' family. And they say, condolence message, that is the end of the story. Who died, don't die. Little children. It's painful. They say a gas explosion. My question is that, are they selling gas close to the school? You see some conflicting videos where some people say they even see the suicide bomber. Some video say government want to try and play the whole thing. It's better for government to be telling us the truth so that we know where we deal. 5 years old people don't drink, don't fall for a side river for swimming lesson for school. Now you just drown. Just imagine. How can you go and be teaching children swimming lesson for school? You don't have an expert, another safety gadget. Well, there's one tragedy that happened for Abuja yesterday. It's so painful that is Sokoto issue one turn to another thing. And my fear, which I expressed since, may not linger on. Shop yesterday, where vehicles worth hundreds of millions of naira was raised down as Okada rider Abuja and traders, Abuja trader clashes Those are bookie riders. You can't go where those Igbo people they sell their multi-million naira cars, hundreds of million naira cars. They set them ablaze yesterday in Abuja. And my question is that where are those security men they kill us for SASAT here? Where are those DSS who kill those trailer drivers, those trigger happy, who can pull trigger at any given time? Where are those special forces where they write SF for their shirt? Abuja, capital city, this kind of issue can happen. Where are those security? Where are they before it got to that level that those vehicles all was raised down yesterday in Abuja? It was a shocker. It was a shocker that I don't really know. We actually are just pretending to be one. We are never ever one. By our attitude, by the way our government are running things, by way of intervention, by way of character, we are never one. And we shouldn't deceive ourselves. And that's the truth of the matter. Well, federal government do approve 169.72 billion private sector investment in roads. Another one. World Bank to fund 30 billion naira project in Nigeria and others. When World Bank don't do one, state government and federal government go they put their sample. Remember this money, you get some money government go pay inside. At the end, our people do shabby job. When they want to inspect and they will carry white chalk to the painter. Well, let me move to the next one so I will not overdwell on one. Let's go to the Guardians and see what the Guardians have for us. Where say poor patronage, high production cost, don't reduce the textile firm for Nigeria below 20%. Dollar braced 600 naira per dollar. 600 naira per dollar. APC and PDP in mind game over primaries. High influential politician get away with corruption by Falana, and that is the truth. No plan to ban Facebook over IPOD, government clarifies. Cost had new charges against Kanu. My presidency will ensure unity. I am assure Southeast PDP delegates. SDP urges Buhari, IG Inspector General Police to avert breakdown of peace in Ekiti. As the thing they loom there to the drums of war they come small. EFCC does detain NDDC MD over 47 billion naira fraud. More home-based player will get opportunity to play for Eagle, say Finidi. Osaka returned to France Open with question over funds, fitness. NTN boosts Okpekpe International 10-kilometer road race in Edo. Atasie Igbinovia qualified for CBN Senior Tennis Championship. So that na for Guardian. May I go for Nation? May I see wetin the Nation get for us, my people? Government key force set building ablaze in Ebonyi. Government begin crack down on Okada till June 1st, na the deadline wey dem give them. Over the killing of David, the sound engineering man. Police don arrest suspected abductors of Greenfield students. 2 dead in Abuja market fire. NC Olomu, Indo alert police over violent threat. Where AK-47 vehicles recovered from arrested bandits in Kaduna. ICP's already arraigned professor for alleged $40,000 bribe. God, what is happening to us? No, it's so bad. Let's see what daily posts are for us. Whether I get better thing for us. Well, federal LCT minister don close their dual market after clash between Okada and traders. We close am after a damage has been done. People have been indebted. Just imagine, I was watching a man, he could not hold back his tears when he expressed what has happened to him. When a man start crying, you know there is problem. A man let out a cry, full grown man let out a cry. You know there's big problem. This problem can be avoided, but the authority choose to pay deaf ears at times, especially when it concerns some group of people, and it's not a good thing. That can never happen here now. It will never happen here. APC aspirants, members in confusion over party primaries. Let's see what Vanguard hold for us. That is Baba's subtitle. NEC moved to adjust electricity tariff as poor supply persists. The numbers of people who are leaving schools is high, but no job for them. Ngige linked child labor to growing poverty in Africa. I agree. What, as a minister of labor, what have you done? We are tired of hearing topics on catching a topic on pages of newspaper. We need practical example on ground. We also strike. We have elected leaders who don't value education. Professor Imo Melu. Okay. This one they come say government must create level playing ground to attract investment. Put aside now they talk this one. Kano explosion. Buhari don direct treatment for injured victims. This one say men have failed us. I will employ women, youth to fix Nigeria in 6 months, said Uju Ohaniyi. Where this one they come for Akwa Ibom, say mysterious fire don destroy so many shops and goods in Akwa Ibom market. Mysterious fire. Sit at home, economy activity shut down in Imo. That was yesterday. Where unknown persons set Inewi's South local government secretariat police station ablaze yesterday. When you play with problems so much, instead to address them, we use political tone they address them. It gets to a stage where we can no longer contain it. And we are going, and the federal government is not telling themselves. Our security apparatus have been overstretched. That is the truth of the matter. We can start resolving this matter by listening to them. What are the problems? How can we now provide solution? Killing will draw more sympathy at the point. So that are the That are the more I fit take from, let me say, I can take from this day. Let's see what this day will for us. Let me just round up there. Good, nothing really. Well, thank you very much, my highly respected family. I will appreciate you now. My thank you not actually not good enough for the time being here for us. But I wish to also plead and begging. I need more feedback, so that we can make improvement. Like I said, we see the test run this program. I also need more information from your local community, villages. Those of you who are watching, you can talk to Mr. Elvis. Elvis can link all the issue to me, or you can reach me directly. We need more so that at every area people will know, say people don dey watch them. And just happen your now can say they don hear now. So everybody will dey careful. So na so it be. Well, today is another day, tomorrow na another day ahead of us. For we today well, live well, determine our tomorrow. Let's thank God. Let's live with the fear of the Almighty God. Let's advocate for change, not by prayer, but by practical appearance too. So let me leave you. Remain blessed till tomorrow by the special grace of the Almighty God. My name remains Lefty Samuel Sapinowaya. Bye for now.